Peace and blessings. This is Prance Lo from the Almighty Low Lives. Yo, on the Better Days Show podcast.
How did you end up dancing for special ed? And also talk to me about your dance partner as a
My cousin
backup dancer.
and knew I was a name brand person dancing in the parties, in the clubs in the city, and then he knew Ed had just dropped I Got It Made. And I was seeing Ed on TV, and he lived like on 31st and Church. But I didn't even know him at the time. Right? But my cousin was involved with him in the camp, knew he needed some dancers because he was starting to go on a serious tour with Kwame and I think EPMD and a couple of other artists. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my cousin Sean was like, yo, you want to take this seriously? Yo, I'll bring you on tour, but you got to audition and bring your partner. Right. If you got a partner. Because all of the time they used to see me in Flatbush dancing by myself, not knowing I used to go to Harlem. This was in high school time. So I used to go to Harlem to meet up with my dance partner, Keizo.
Okay.
So I met Keizo in Chelsea Vocational High School, which was on Spring and 6th Avenue.
Okay.
So that's where me and Keizo met, which is my dance partner. And you don't really see him on the scene in the industry in the present because now he's an entrepreneur and owns 8 different barbershops all over the city.
Okay.
Called Levels Barbershop. So that's it. So he has one on 125th and the West Side. He has one on 124th and Lexington, and then he has one on Fulton and Clinton. And also one on Nostrand and President.
That's what's up.
And a couple of other ones upstate New York. You know what I mean? So he, and also my dance partner Keizo is the Keizo from Ziggy, which is my group. And he's one of the lead dudes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So basically, that's how me and Keizo got to dance with special ed, is because of my cousin Little Sean. And I did the audition not even with my partner Keizo. I had to do the whole routine by myself because he was in Harlem and he couldn't get in. I think it was a snowstorm or something crazy. And me and my cousin walked from my mom's crib to another side of Flatbush in the snow just to go to Ed's Pop's social club to do my.
So
I was like, yo, I got a partner, but because of the snow we couldn't think. But I'm gonna do it by myself. But the energy that I gave and the enjoyment and the practice of my mom's, I didn't feel nervous because of the practice of Kitty's Carnival and Labor Day and me always knowing this was my time to shine.
Right.
Ain't no turning back from it. If you want to get in this industry, you got to do what you got to do now. Right. You know what I mean? So I went hard and didn't have to go home. Yeah.
What was the first video? Because now I Got It Made came out, and
yes.
So what was the first video?
I Got It Made comes out. A lot of dancers from around the way, like I said, I used to dance with. I knew they was dancers in the parties back in the days in Flatbush. Like Ed called all of them, so they all went up to Tilden and did that. And Grand Army Plaza, which is by the big library, and did those dance parts, which was so historical for that I Got It Made video.
Okay.
And a lot of people, like, because of me with the low, they thought I was the dude with the high top fade and the polo jacket in it, but it wasn't me. I didn't even know my bro at the time, Ed.
Right.
You understand? So, all right. The next thing you know, Think About It comes out.
Yeah, Think About It.
I'm watching it. He's in a hovercraft, right? is a classic video, right? Next thing you know, the guys that's chasing them was one of my dudes that I used to dance with in the club, Sam I Am, and the next dude that was chasing them as like the haters while he was in the hovercraft. They was always like the coyote chasing the, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my dude Loose Joints that I said I went to junior high school with,
Yeah.
that was at Beach Street and did the Hershey commercial.
Uh-huh.
He's in the video. So
Okay.
I'm sitting at home watching Video Music Box like,
Is it the same
when I'm
loose
gonna get
joint?
my chance. It's like when I'm gonna get my chance. And then all of a sudden, then the mission comes out.
Okay. Now let's
And
talk
that's
about the
that.
mission, because you guys, I saw you in that video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you know he battled the Japanese karate master in the video. I'm in there. Me and Keizo is doing our routines. We getting mad love. Back then, it's only a certain amount of rappers that used to really have a dancer.
Yeah. Well, Coogee Rap had some great
Okay, Sean and
dancers.
Kenny.
You guys,
There you go. Big Daddy
Big
Kane,
Daddy
Scuba
Kane,
Jack, Heavy D and the
Heavy
Boys,
D and the boys.
Queen Latifah,
Yeah. But for me,
YZ. It was a certain
yeah,
amount. You know what I mean?
yeah. But for me, the dancers that I really, look up to was, you know, you guys, um, Coogee Rap dancers,
Right.
and Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? That was more like my style,
True thing.
And as far as for your dance
Oh,
style,
and back in the days too. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom, but back in the day too, EPMD with just Fendi.
oh, there you go. Sorry, I forgot that. And
First it was
EPMD.
Steezo. Rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
Steezo. First it was
Rest in
Steezo
peace.
with You Got to Chill with the
Right.
bounce. And then Fendi came with the
Fendi.
craziness, with the footwork and all that. And then after, they put another Ziggy dancer on, which was named Marquess.
Quest, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that.
So
So
what you saying? Marquess is in that video. So what you saying?
yes,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I think that was like with them dancing like in the backyard. It just looked like a backyard. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Something
the
like that.
outside one.
The outside one, yeah.
Yeah, but they had, remember the one with LL
Mm-hmm.
and EPMD.
Yeah. Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah.
They dancing that too
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah.
Jabot suits on, burgundy
Yeah.
Jabot suits. I remember
Yeah.
that
I
shit.
think you know what?
It just came
That's
out.
what you're saying. It's Rampage. Let me correct
Ah,
myself. Rampage.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, son. But so they started going on tour, and Peekaboo had, I mean, Kwame had dances, Peekaboo and them,
Right.
and A Sharp, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's people that I know that I used to be fellow peers in the clubs in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, yo, you going on this tour? Yo, I'm gonna see you tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
on the road. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we sweaty, like we still doing what we love to do, and how we used to get videos and stuff in the clubs. We still doing that, but we reputable. We on videos. But we couldn't pop no style because the rappers was there. All heads of A&Rs was there. All most of the videos we used to get. Shout out Donovan, which was a great dancer that used to dance for LL.
Yeah.
J.
Yeah. L. Cool J. Donovan. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Donovan now, he used to be so important to all dancers because he was like the shop steward. Any videos he knew about, and he know he need 10 people, even if they paying us 500, but he telling us they paying us 350 just to get his cut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
So-
you have you gotta, one hand wash the other.
Of course, of
You
course.
can't feel no way because a man gotta eat, but
Yeah,
he letting you get your exposure that he know you deserve.
that's consoling. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So even when I was dancing with Ed, I used to be in the clubs, and Donovan used to think so. Ed like, yo, my nigga, I seen you in Public Enemy video, and I'm on tour with Ed,
Hmm.
but he's still seeing me working with other artists
Yeah. I'm saying
in the
everywhere,
video.
like as
Donovan
far
is
as.
calling me like, yo,
Hmm.
son, you want to come to this thing? I need 5 heads, or I need 10 heads. Yo, come to EPMD. You overdid it, Holmes. You had too much to drink,
Hmm.
but you got to bring a blazer because that's the shot we trying to get,
Yeah,
where
the same.
everybody looking sophisticated or what. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I, I'm just glad to be through that era and be able to salute and give certain people their roses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my peers. Like shout out my mentor and another Flatbush man that's still killing it up to this day. My man Buddha Stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Buddha Stretch now, I seen him in Houdini video
Hmm.
with Cliff Love.
Okay.
And that gave me more incentive too to carry on. Like, nah, I gotta. If my peoples is there, I know I'm next up to bat. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Cause at this time, even if, like, say I'm 49 now, but somebody is 46, 45, it don't look like a big difference. But in them days,
It does. Hmm.
that 15 and you 19,
Hmm. It's a
I
big
could get in the
difference.
club, you can't. It was a big difference then.
Hmm.
Even though that 5 year, 4 year span ain't now as grown people, back then, like, dude, I was outside, you wasn't. Or your parents kept you not sheltered, but just protected a little more during the Koch Dinkin eras, which they should have.
Hmm.
But some used to sneak out, get out,
Yep.
roll out, have an older brother, have an older cousin that, yo, nah, I got them. And get them outside. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's what Sean used to do for me. Put me in Union Square, put me in Latin Quarters, have me around. Like, nah, son. Like, yo, I'm handling my business in his affairs in the club, right? And
Hmm.
then I'm on in the circle, like, nah, go out there and meet with the other dancers and get busy. You know what I mean? I see you at the end of the night.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we both had different roads, but the same purpose. Because you see how, come on, let's move it. My cousin, Little Sean, Kazo. I got my other dude, Jerome from Harlem. I put him on as a dancer. We did it with Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So um, we still came back together after he was doing, like you said, MCA and Capital and all of them.
There's this black and white video. I think it was for like a public access TV. Talk
Wreckin
to me
Shop, a
about,
live
yeah,
TV
Wreckin Shop.
shop in
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
talk to me about that, man, cuz I think I watched that video like 3 million times, you know? Um tell talk to me about that day, that you guys got the call and all of y'all dancers came together to to do the Wreckin Shop.
We knew all the famous dancers in New York knew a famous director or upcoming director at the time, I should say,
Mhm.
Diane Martell.
Okay.
Now, Diane Martell, she did Dream Lover, Mariah Carey, like 4 different early Mariah Carey videos.
Mhm.
She did the Layla Hathaway video with Marquez and a couple of other dancers. Baby Don't Cry. So so she had the idea to take all the best dancers at the time, I guess in her perspective and what she's heard, and do a dance documentary for public broadcast system PBS channel 13.
Mm-hmm.
So this now public access. So you don't think a lot of people is going to see it, and a lot of people didn't see it in the beginning. But back then, a lot of people had VCRs. So what certain people did when it came back on was record it.
That's how I end up getting it from, you know,
Right. So
VCR, and I still
once
have
they,
that same VCR,
right,
that I recorded it on.
gangster. So once we they started doing the watching it and seeing how we repping the styles we doing and the individuals in it, it got overseas
Mm-hmm.
to Japan, Europe, and they started embracing it. Now they started calling the shit the hip hop dance Bible.
Mm.
So everybody that's in there started getting invites to different countries to come do workshops
Mm-hmm.
and a meet and greet, I guess. They wanted to see if the same energy on
On the
the
video.
same energies on the documentary
Mm-hmm.
was that dude.
Right.
And like on and for me, it was like a I broke the curse of not just being a dancer, but now they knew that I repped for Church Ave, the Almighty Low Lives.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to sport a lot of my polo on that documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And overseas, a lot of the other dances that was in the documentary wasn't on that polo move like how I was.
Okay.
Still not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what differentiates me, not just my dance style, but my uniform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm a hip hop dancer, but I'm a low life. A lot of people can't have that brand
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and wear it proudly and have the cosigns that I have, which I don't know if a lot of people know the Low Lives is like the freshest gang in Brooklyn in the
Right.
'80s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All we did was boost, steal. People used to steal from us, and we come the next day and bang the same IT they just stole from us. Like, you ain't stopping this
This
machine.
this machine. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the early '80s with that low life stuff. And I got on with my OG B Bob Low, which was from Crown Heights up the hill, um, in Brooklyn, just off my fresh.
Right.
I was from Flatbush. He was from Crown Heights, but he went to school with my daughter's mother, and she was like, "Yo, you got to beat my man Bob. Like, he just like you. You like polo. He like polo. He dance. You dance. But y'all just need to link. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as we link, it was over. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was my
Was
dude." And he put me on to the movement of the low lives and stuff like that, and I carried it. That was our plan. I
mm-hmm.
carried it into the industry.
Yeah. And
So now you're not just looking at the booster, the low lives as just boosters and clothes people that wear low. Now we got dancers. So now you're starting to see different positions. Then Thurston started working on his music. So now you
Thurston
see
Howell the third. You mean?
Thurston Howell the third.
Uh huh.
Salute. You know what I mean? That's the general. So he's in Miami now, and now he does in the present time. Now he does during the Art Basel.
Yeah.
He does
Right.
loyalty weekends.
Yeah. And
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday he'll have events at certain places. Sometimes, like Friday will be the showing documentaries or videos that didn't show yet, like he didn't bring out yet. So he letting the people see. Then Saturday would be performance night. So he performed. He got people like Planet Asia coming down. Star, from Atlanta. Planet Asia's from the Bay Area, and he got certain artists coming down. That's for the Love and Loyalty weekend. That's Low Lives also, because now we got chapters all over the place. You know what I mean? We're worldwide with this. And then Sunday now he has for because his grandparents and stuff was from Miami. He has their favorite salsa band come and perform. You know what I mean? So that's when he have the food and the drinks and stuff like that. So it's always a great thing. I haven't missed one since I've gone, and it's this third one I went 2019.
That's what's up. What's up with the Ziggy project? What year you guys came out, and was you guys like always rapping and then and dancing and ending up getting the deal?
All right. Well, Ziggy started, like I said, in the high school with three of the peers. My boy Kev, he's not a dancer or nothing, but he just knew we was just some Ziggy fly dudes all the time in school. So we coined that name Ziggy for us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was the three of us as friends, and then the love of the dance between me and Kamal that he put me on to three other gentlemen in Harlem. My man Sound, my man Face, and my man Tonga, and we formed Ziggy as a rap group because YZ, the rapper?
Yeah.
And with that video, that was when Mandela came to Wall Street. And was in the Benz Jeep with the glass and all of that. Right. We guerrilla pimped the video for YZ with Tonga and Sound that he seen the energy that me and performance-wise that me and Kazo used to do with Special Ed. And he's like, yo, you know any other dances? Not knowing we always practicing with my three others in Harlem. I was like, nah, I got you. How much you want, 3 or 2? He's like, I only need 2. So I told Kazo, and Kazo put Sound and Tonga on. So that was his dances. So at that time, now, sometimes, they got the incentive to start scribing and start writing. Okay. So they started freestyling with YZ. Next thing you know, YZ started putting them on while he changing in the back or getting some water or whatever. He got them up there
to open up
after the Sound and Tonga up there spitting. Getting a little freestyle on, letting them do what they do, rock out. And then the crowd started like, nah, yo, we want more. People started seeing that. So then, next thing you know, they came home and told Kazo and them what they were starting to get on the road. And then, next thing you know, we linked with Van Gibbs, which is Salam Remy's father. And Van Gibbs, he worked with Curtis Blow. He worked with the Fat Boys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he basically hand delivered us as Salam's first project for Polydor. So Salam is a world class producer that we're his first babies. After us came the Fugees.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa, all of that. I mean, after that, different various artists. He did Dolly Mister Dolly
Yeah,
My
yeah. I
Baby
know.
with Super
I
Cat.
know about about Salam Remy definitely.
Right, right. Well, the
I
people
know
might
his
not
work.
know. Rest in peace,
Oh yeah,
Amy House. That was her producer.
right.
He did a lot of work with Nas.
Hmm.
Not on this new album here, but prior albums.
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, he just did a new project with Tidra Moses
Deidre Moses
and
with D Nice.
yeah, Black Love.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we still keep in contact. The love is always there,
Hmm.
but um that's how Ziggy got their deal.
Right. And then, and did he end up producing the whole album?
Yes,
He produced the whole album. Okay. And
yes, and blessed us with. You see how Raking in the Dough got three different versions: the album version, the
uh
Uptown Bounce, and then the Church Ave remix, which is the reggae remix
huh.
that a lot of people in the reggae um, side of culture loves.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They always respect that with the bogle dance and the vibe we had, like it was a basement party in the video, and you know what I mean?
Right.
All the polo that we had in our two videos. It's like there's no other videos in hip hop that has as much polo as us. And then second of that 1992 collection
Hmm.
is the most expensive collection of Ralph Lauren.
Hmm.
I don't, and sometimes what I always say: people, places, and things. We was the right people at the right time and Toss It Up video is crazy with BET because their famous show 106 in Park.
Yeah.
That's where we filmed Toss It Up,
Wow.
106 Park Ave.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just crazy. And then BT always had so much love for us that even the Toss It Up, they use different snippets on their videos. I mean, not their videos, their
Their
commercials,
commercials. Hmm.
because like Toss It Up was so high energy and the dancing, like they have me spinning in one of their commercials and stuff like that. Like I always respected that. Toss It Up got us. At that time it was R. Kelly in Public Announcement. He was hitting the ground running with the Public Announcement dudes and on tour, and we was on that tour
Okay.
doing with Toss It Up. Now, thank God Salam gave us the Church Ave remix with the Bogle dance because of that reggae feel. Like I said, we got on Shabba Ranks tour when he had Trailer Load Girl.
Hmm.
And when he hit the Grammy, when he won the Grammy,
Yeah.
me was on that tour with him,
That's what's up.
with the private cook, and you know what I mean.
Okay.
He took care of us.
That's what's up.
Salute Shaba for that, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Because that
And
was the time back in the days when hip hop, Capleton came out, Patra was out. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like it was that hip hop reggae feel. So Salam gave us that and just meshed us right into the right time. Like I said, time, place is everything. You know what I mean?
With Ziggy,
Mm.
you guys have this huge connection with the Japan. With the kids dancing in
Mm.
Japan, and so how can someone like yourself explain to the people that connection, that the love that Japan have for you guys? And like, I'm pretty sure it's black culture,
Mm.
it's the music, the style, polo, you guys lifestyle.
I gotta say that at the same time, while you saying is Jiggy, you gotta think about, remember that documentary we did for Diane Martell that went international, Wreckin Shop.
Wreckin Shop.
So Wreckin Shop now got them like, yo, Prancer. Oh, the Polo. Oh, hold on, Ziggy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Prancer. Oh, the Polo.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they come in to my house, my mom's house, where we did the documentary to rub the tree where me and Marquez and Rubber Band and Keto danced at. They want to dance on the stairs where we danced. Or my mom, like a lot of Japanese, they don't really come just for Statue of Liberty and Freedom Towers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They come to see Prance House because that's what they know. And that's what they save their money to come. And they want to come shopping with me and like, yo, where the Polo at, Prance?
Mm-hmm.
They want to come to my mom's crib and eat a roti with me.
Right.
And just catch a vibe.
Catch a vibe.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, in the 90s, they used to come with extensions in the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Long, like dreads, like how my hair used to be.
Right.
With polo on.
Mm-hmm.
With from the tanning salon. With the like they got melanin, son. Just to be in that, like you said, the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, they used to down it, but they had so much love for what they wanted out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I, you know, we used to be like, yo, y'all culture is so much like the, you know, the samurais and everything you hear from, like, yo, y'all culture is just so strong. Like, you really wanted this hip hop joint, not to know, like they needed it over there.
Yeah.
That culture, you know what I mean? That youth, and then a lot of my peers that were students now in the presence got their own dance studios with other young kids
And
that
Japan, Japan, right?
used to dance with the owner of the studio. But in sir, like say my brother Rubber Band that was in Wreckin Shop,
Yeah.
he lives and married a Japanese woman
Mm-hmm.
and got two beautiful kids plus two dance studios over there
Okay.
in Kyoto.
Okay.
So basically, Rubber Band is the his studios is the studio of Kyoto.
Okay.
But then some place like Tokyo will have like mad because it's like big city, so it's a lot going on. So you can have like 10, 20 studios over there, and nobody stepping on each other's toes. But in Kyoto now, it's a smaller. It's like Flatbush. Like only Prance could. You know what I mean? He the hip hop dancer. But then they got homegirl over here doing the African dance, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep, and you know, only one ramen noodles, udon noodles guy in the town. But in a bigger place like Tokyo, you would have different various teachers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I go out there now, I'm going to Kyoto and just dealing with Rob and do 2 workshops for his students. And when I go to Tokyo now, it's a longer stay over there because I gotta bounce around. At least if it's 10 studios out there, I probably could hit like 5 or 6. You know what I mean?
To do workshops.
Do workshops. Sometimes it's a meet and greet. Sometimes it's a Q&A. They just want to see you.
Yeah.
We sit down. We watch the documentary. And then they have a Q&A like, yo, you got any questions for Prance or whatever? And, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how the love Japan got for us and it will never stop. Right. Now I reminisce, like I got certain pictures with certain men that used to be kids over there, and I'll be like, damn, yo, it's good to still have you as a brother.
Yeah.
I got some people over here, like I respect them and their movements and how they grew. See them get married, see their kids, see the business start, see them, elevate.
Mhm.
I got certain friends that I put you on, like, my nigga. Nah, you should. Yeah, I see this in you. Nah, you should, and you just, you know what I'm saying?
So Prancer,
Yeah.
so what's up with low life? These days, man.
Well, now I mean, we can't have our events we usually have, like this summer. Rack Low usually has the Low Life Barbecue
Uh
in
huh.
Hyde Park in Brooklyn.
Uh
We
huh.
couldn't have that.
Okay.
Um, it looking kind of shady for the 2020 battle at Times Square for the
Yeah.
low goose on the deuce,
Mhm.
where we usually have Ralph Lauren representatives coming and taking pictures
Mhm.
and seeing what type of ITs we bring out, and then we be having Double XL come out, and they always, salute us on the winner,
Mhm.
So right now, my bro Rack Low, which is the dude that usually sets up the events, we're working on protecting ourselves and keeping stylish with it, because now, matter of fact, I got a couple of them here. We got mask,
Yeah.
face mask, so we got the crest one, we got the stampede,
That's
you
dope.
know, we got different symbols. This the
Yeah.
OG symbols on one,
Mhm.
you know. We got the ski joint,
Dope.
So now in the winter we gonna be sporting, keeping protected with style,
Mhm.
and Rack Low and the Low Lives. We got two books. We got three books. Matter of fact, we got Rack Low's book, The American Low Lives, The American Story, which
Okay.
you can still get on Amazon. And I think right now it was $35. Right now it's on sale for $25,
Okay.
and you can still get that now in Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. Okay, and then my General Thurston Howell III has Bury Me with the Low on, and he has two different installments of that book: the red pill and the blue pill, as we call it.
Okay. And what
You know,
about?
that right there,
Mhm.
those show you, well, Rack Low book shows you the items, the era, the breakdown on why we appreciate it, and gives you a couple of photo shoots. Like, we go to the tennis court, we got the tennis collection on, we go to the stables, we on our Western shit, certain we put the items to the elements. Thirst book now is more a breakdown on the beginning, from the foundation with the founders, and how they came from running through the stores and sleeping and A&S until the lights come off, and certain stories is in there from my OGs, and then it builds into how we got into the industry, and then the different chapters in the Low Lives community,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then what we do, like charity events. Like now, we give school drives, school supplies, blankets and stuff like that to the homeless and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. And what
Yeah.
about like
So
a
we
documentary?
tried to we tried to give everybody that perspective, that like every other fucking story in America, like our story is a rags to riches story,
Mhm.
cause the same man that we used to steal from now salutes us properly, where even in his last documentary, Ralph Lauren, Very Ralph, he put my brother Thurston in.
Thurston. Yeah, I saw that. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a head nod. They always say like he never acknowledged us or whatever. So
That
they could
was
hold
it.
those.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah.
And
So I just get
what
that
about
off.
it? What about a documentary? You mentioned like you guys have a documentary coming out.
Nah, tell you the truth. We only doing the very Ralph joint, and then slowly but surely, like right now, we Thirst was working with I think Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett.
Hmm.
They got a production company, and I think we working on a low life series.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
You know what I mean? But you know how it's on the table now. We talking. We at the round table, stuff like that. But that's just a heads up on what you should look for. You know
Yeah,
how Wu Tang had theirs.
yeah,
We deserve one.
yeah.
Trust
Definitely, definitely, man. Y'all deserve that. How can people find you on social media?
Oh, I'm not on Facebook, but IG all day. Prance Lo 24/7.
Prince, talk to me about Been There, Rock That podcast.
Oh nah, that's what's up. Yeah, so that's my podcast that's on iHeartRadio.
Hmm.
Shout out my partner Polo Piretta, John Green. Um, we've started that since 2018.
Okay.
We're now, I want to say, 81 episodes
Dope.
deep. We have various people of the, I don't want to just say hip hop community,
Yeah.
but just of hip hop lifestyle
Hmm.
that come on our show. Like, we had April Walker come on. We've had Sadat come on. We've had Special Ed come on. I've
Yeah.
had my group Ziggy come on.
Hmm.
I've had SOS dancers, which used to dance for Brand
Brand
Nubian
and
and Grand
Grand
Poobah.
Pooba. Hmm.
You know what I mean? I had them come on. I had Stretch come on. I've had Peter Paul and Khalif come on, which is
Hmm.
famous dancers that used to dance for Crystal Waters, and also in the house music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Peter Paul also worked with Tommy Hilfiger heavily.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was the one who put Tommy on most of hip hop
Right.
for Tommy,
Right.
basically.
Right.
So I had him come on and chop it up. I've had my bro Large Professor come on.
Uh huh.
But like for instance, like you would think I would talk about his production skills, what he's done on his album, his music. Yeah, nah, we talked about him finding his love for art,
Hmm.
like painting and stuff.
Hmm.
He did an art exhibit called Lyrics.
Uh huh.
So he did some canvas work to certain of his songs. Then he had an art exhibit with my other bro, Tommy the Animator. You know what I mean? So I had them come on and kick it, and let the people know what's going on
Right.
out here. You know what I mean? Not just in hip hop, but
Hmm.
other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a great platform for people to come on from the
Different.
past
Yeah. Yeah.
to come on the present and sharpen the people's heads on where they at now.
Hmm. Exactly.
But that's why the name of it is Been There, Rock That. And then, with the clothes and stuff like that also is always rocking. We always rocking something hard on it. You
Yeah.
know?
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, because, podcasts usually like more audio,
Hmm.
but with us, people want to see like, yo, I could imagine they talking it, but I could imagine what they wearing. So
Right.
now we give them that, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
give them
So we
some
on
video.
YouTube also. I shouldn't just say iHeart. We also on YouTube also. So
That's
you
what's
can
up.
catch some of the tapings on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
So we usually record on a Sunday. We drop it on a Wednesday or Friday, and then the YouTube is always on a Saturday.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely looking forward to get myself on Been There Rock That. You know.
No doubt. You know what I mean? Never know. Yo, let me call you and we think. They're always
Yeah.
bucking up and showing that love and major salute and you know what I mean?
Right.
Real. Always appreciate you, son. So
Yeah. And one last thing, right? Your
yes.
dance style. Is it more you would say is it more hip hop or house dance?
Nah, more hip hop.
It's more hip hop.
Definitely. Definitely.
Right.
Definitely. And I love house dancing. I love the freedom of it.
Mm-hmm.
But and back in the days, a lot of hip hop dancers were house dancers. We
Right.
wore the Zodiacs, we wore the Nana shoes and
Yeah.
the baggy, and we was in that, that realm. When before the tunnel was the hip hop tunnel,
Uh huh.
we was there
Right.
in the house clubs. We was in um Palladium
Yeah.
on university night and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If people of that age is on here, they know the Palladium on 14th Street was lit.